Brrr. I am live. I suppose. I could turn. Oh, I don't have the avatar open. That's fine. So I believe the patch is live. Yeah, 13.5. So that means Yumi's been reworked. I don't play Yumi, but I want to quickly jump into a practice mode with her just to feel it out. I don't even care what my runes are. I have a lot of Yumi skins that I've never bought. Huh. I have so many Chrome windows open. So my goals today, or sorry, I should say not my goals, my focuses for today. I don't know the hotkeys for these. I want to just get my abilities. Oh, she has 6 points in her Q. I didn't even pay attention. Did she start with her Q? Or start with her W? Okay, I should probably look at that. Enemy. Ally. Ally. And I can practice my wording with her, so that's fine. So I'm pretty sure this is the same detached. Is that a little bit faster? That might be a little bit faster detached. It's okay, the same concept. It looks like it takes a lot longer to get empowered than it used to. Because it used to get empowered and then... Okay, so there's no reason for her to detach anymore, right? Because detached, even when her passive is available, she has less attack range than other champions in the bot lane. So there's really no reason for her to detach. Because this causes... Jesus fucking Christ. They wanted to make this champion... Okay, their initial design goal statement for Yumi was to make her a new player-friendly champion. So... it was something effective like reduce her presence in pro play, make her less good at scaling in a frustrating way because she offers a little counterplay due to being attached all the time. So no like multiplying ally stats kind of thing. And that the main thing was to make her a new player friendly champion, so if you're just getting into the game, you can pick up Yumi as support and like attach to your friend and learn the game that way. I had posted a thing on Twitter when I can't remember if it was leaked or if one of the designers actually just posted the thing, I forget. But I had posted a thing on Twitter in response to this kit, basically saying that some things about it are cool, like the fact that she has the best friend mechanic in general is a cool concept, because if she's for new players specifically, you don't want her mastery to have to be about jumping between different people super optimally, right? You want her to just stick on a person friendly for new players. Don't have to think about it. So I liked that. There was another thing that I liked. Oh yeah, I liked in general the change to the ultimate. I liked that they got rid of the root and they added a heal for ally hits. Or like just an ally effect. I didn't care if it was a heal or whatnot, but just the fact that there's an ally effect. I liked, but my criticisms of the kit... Oh, I'm not on my game screen, am I? It's okay, you're not missing anything. I'm just mousing over the abilities. My criticisms of it were, one, this is really fucking complicated for new players. Like, there shouldn't be paragraphs of text like these things. these should not be paragraphs, right? I feel like for a new player, this size of text and complexity is probably about the largest you want to go. Because this already does a bunch of stuff, right? Like just this. Because like it gives a shield to you if you're detached, which you never should be as Yumi anymore. Apart from like if your ally gets killed, that's the only time you're detached. And you gain attack speed, and you gain movement speed, which persists as long as they're shielded. Which means it lasts for up to 3 seconds. But if the shield gets broken, they lose the movement speed. And if you're attached, it also gives the ally mana that's increased based on how much mana they're missing. Right? So this alone is a fairly complicated ability for a new player, and it's her simplest ability. Like, you gain a shield, you gain move speed until it runs out, blah, blah, blah. The main thing is, like, I feel like they completely missed on her being a new player champion. Like, she's not incredibly mechanically complicated, but a new player coming in and being like, Yumi summons an air. The first enemy slows. Okay, decaying. Well, it's attached. Yumi can control. When I'm not attached, I can't. Okay, it deals damage more, and then it slows for longer and for more if I'm attached. But if it becomes empowered when I'm not attached or not on my powerful ally, then it's the same thing. And I also try, like, there's just a lot to consider. And then in addition to that, if you hit an ally with your Q, then it procs your passive heal on your ally, right? One thing that I personally actually don't like is, so I'm fine with them removing Yumi's need to detach from a skill expression point of view if it's for a new player. Like, a new player, having to, like, what she used to do, right? Like, so she'd be on here, and having a new player, like, be able to optimally detach, get the shield, and jump back on without getting hit by anything or dying. That's a lot to ask for, a new player, like I said they want Yumi to be. So I'm fine with them removing the ability for her to have to do that, but I don't like the fact that they've completely removed her counterplay. So I suggested making it so if the ally gets hit by crowd control, then Yumi gets detached. Yumi wouldn't get crowd controlled, but if the ally gets hit by crowd control, Yumi gets detached. And in order to make the best friend thing a little bit more of a thematic, then if the ally that gets hit by the crowd control is a best friend, when Yumi detaches, it also cleanses the crowd control from the ally and give them, like, I don't know, like 65% tenacity for 3 seconds or whatever. Someone had commented saying, nifty idea, but maybe make it so you have to get hit by 2 CCs for that to have, like, whatever. But, because that makes it so, as a Yumi, as a new player, the only thing you ever have to think about as a new player is you want to be attached. You never have to think about detaching, attacking, and then, like, reattaching, right? If you get detached because of the CC, you're like, oh shit, all I care about doing is getting back on my ally, right? And also the fact that it would auto cleanse your protected ally is kind of like a Mundo passive in a way, similar. And I think cleanse effects are something that they should play around with sports a bit more. I was actually kind of surprised to see Milio or however they would pronounce it got that. But yeah, anyway. The other issue that I generally have is they wanted her to not be a scaling enchanter due to the fact that she's untargetable and has no counterplay. Right, so they wanted her to be decent in lane and then not scale like other enchanters. Whether or not that was achieved, I'll have to see more in the game. But just reading the kit, I think they completely missed on that one as well. Because she provides pretty strong healing and shielding. Not many supports, by the way, like actually provide both heals and shields. And the ones that do provide both, it's normally a mix on one button. Not again, this isn't an always thing, but it's usually either like a one button thing, like you heal and shield somebody on one button, or either your heal's an ultimate and your shield's a basic, or vice versa. You don't normally have a shield on a basic ability and a heal on another basic ability. Just because that gives you a lot of uptime for sustain. They also added the mana thing back in, with like restoring mana to ally, which I believed they got rid of from Soraka because that it was effectively unhealthy for gameplay, because especially AD carries were balanced around their pacing of mana in lane, and having more mana than they were intended to have broke certain champions. Like I'm thinking like way back in the day, like Corki, for example, Corki bot lane back in like season 2, 3, 4 as well, maybe. Just having infinite mana meant, like from Soraka, just meant his pressure was absurd. The same thing with Ezreal, right? So this actually concerns me. I think it's a bad decision to add this back in, but we'll see how it plays out. On average, you can assume about 50% of mana restored, but the lower rating you go, the more likely your ally's out of mana, because people are really bad at mana management and ability management in lower ratings. And they said this is for a new player, so usually this is going to be closer to the double side. So maybe instead of 36 mana back, it's going to more frequently give like, I don't know, like 50 or 55 mana back, right? On average. But yeah, so I am a little bit worried. So she gets a bunch of free heal and shield power, like 20%. The only other champion I think that gets free heal and shield power is Janna, and Janna has to hit something with crowd control in order to proc it. And Janna only has, technically speaking, her R also benefits from it, but like your R is a much longer cooldown. Your shield's mainly the purpose for it, right? Especially in the laning phase. So Yuumi just permanently has 20% increased heal and shield power, which brings her shield amount. Where the hell is the ratio on this? There we go. Her shield is actually very slightly on the weak side, like very, very slightly on the weak side. So I guess this free heal and shield power is more of an unnerf to the fact that her shield is kind of weak. Her heal is almost the exact same as what Rakan's was before they buffed it last patch, or the patch before, one of the past two patches. So this kind of just compensates for the fact that that's a weak heal. Her ultimate, where's the heal? Yeah, okay, so everything, all the healing and stuff that she has is actually very low compared to most other champions. Compensated a bit by the fact that she has 20% heal and shield power for free. I don't know if that's included in the tooltip, by the way, this 20%. If it is, then these are legitimately like small compared to most other supports that have things in their kit. If it's not, then they're about the same size when you consider the 20% bonus heal and shield power. I don't know if they are. Actually, I think there's a way to test that. So right now, does that show up? Oh yeah, they haven't added heal and shield power into here yet. I forgot about that. They also haven't added stack support item into here yet. Supports are forgotten a lot by Riot. So let's see. This is 218. Does it consider heal and shield power? No, it doesn't. Okay, so it still says 218. So that means her heals and shields are... So the 20% that she gets... Oh wait, I could just attach to see, does it? No, okay. So the 20% bonus that she gets is not included in these numbers, which means these numbers are in reality just closer to normal heal and shield strength slightly. They're still a little bit on the low side. The shield is about normal with the 20% boost. It's about normal. Considering this casts 7 times, normally things that cast 7 times tell you the totals, but it looks like they forgot to put that in for the healing. Or no, is it still 7? No, it's 5 now. It's 5 now. Okay, so that means her heal is weaker than Janna's ultimate, which is good. Obviously weaker than Soraka's ultimate, which is good. And 84.5, sorry, quick math. Let's do 100 times 5. So it's 500 minus 15 times 5. So 435? 430? No. 425. Yeah, 425-ish. Plus 100% AP. 425 plus 100% AP. Which Yumi will probably normally have around 200, maybe 300. Depending on what she's buying, obviously. Like, it support AP varies a lot because enchanter items have random fucking stats on them. Like if you buy, for example, Shirelia's, there's no point buying boots on this champion, unless you want the ability haste, which is pretty good actually. But if you buy like Shirelia's Redemption Mikhail's, which is obviously good on Yumi, because she shields and heals a lot, and having a cleanse is good, but a new player isn't going to use that. You don't get any extra AP, right? But if instead you're like, hey, I really want to try to abuse lane early, Mandate's probably not good on her, but you could go Mandate. But anyway, you could get like this and Putrifier and Ardent Censer, and then you have this much AP. And if you add in just other random sources throughout the game, then you're getting closer to 200. And I know that a lot of players, this isn't a good build, but I would say in my experience in like mid gold, it's the most common build. People like going Ludens first on this champion. That'll get you closer to like the 300 AP. So her ultimate's a strong heal in the end, is what it comes down to. But the scaling thing is what I'm thinking. So you provide decent sustain and shields. Importantly, the big scaling stats, 20% move speed is very strong. Slows get stronger the later the games go because the lanes become longer, so slows become stronger. This is slowing from 10% up to 50%, I think. Yeah, 10% up to 50%. So it's a decent slow. It's like kind of like your average strength slow. Her W, this is where it gets kind of confusing. So her W provides old Ardent Censer passive, so on hit healing. Ardent Censer is going to be really good on this champion, by the way. I think this will be like her core item. Just because this gives you attack speed and on hit damage. And her E gives attack speed, her W gives on hit healing, and her Q gives on hit damage. So this just stacks really well. Would turn her into kind of a monster. So her E no longer costs % mana. Still 120 mana though, which is expensive. Okay, so she has an 80% or a 20% slow, depending on who she's attached to. She has a 50% slow on her ultimate, 20% move speed boost, 11 plus 4% AP on hit damage. Let's just grab some kind of normal stuff. She'll probably be a Moonstone user, I'm guessing. Sure, these are just kind of bread and butter things. Obviously, I can't finish the item because Riot forgets the support role exists. But let's say you have something like this, like you're super late game and you have this. Yeah, you literally have to like do this to stack the thing. That's very annoying. Add a stack button in, please. I don't know how many times I've posted on various things asking for support quality of life training mode updates. Sorry. I'm just watching the Spelthies thing. I guess you could argue the reason why you would detach is just to proc Spelthies in lane. To get your Spelthies faster. Which is obviously an optimization, but once you have that, you like pretty much literally never need to detach again. So anyway, this is a fairly late game build, obviously. But for the sake of argument, because we're talking about scaling, so 21 on hit damage plus the sensors. So let's say, because it's a super late game, your ally is going to be like 15 on hit damage or whatever. You give somebody 25% attack speed and oh, is it not the E that gives attack speed? Something gives attack speed. I thought something gave attack speed. Oh, maybe it's a move speed. I thought it was attack speed. Okay. If you don't give attack speed, that's good. That's good. Just double checking. Okay, maybe she doesn't give attack speed. Okay, never mind. That's not as bad. I was worried she gave attack speed. I thought I read that somewhere. Okay, so no, she doesn't scale as hard as she used to, which is good. Freaking, can we remove that warning from training mode, please? So one difference, I think what they tried to do to remove frustration in the laning phase was instead of adding counterplay, they made it so Yuumi doesn't automatically hit her Q. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, so she gets to aim it, and then it does that. Got it. Cool. It's so weird to me that their stated goal, which I think was failed, like I mentioned, was to make her a new player-friendly champion. Because she has mechanics that literally no other champion in the game comes close to having. And she doesn't have to learn anything about positioning like in lane or around the map at all, because it's entirely up to your ally, right? Like this ability doesn't translate into any other ability in the game, I think. You could argue maybe something like Xerath ult or whatever, just because you have the multiple shots of it and you can kind of quote-unquote aim. But like, this doesn't really teach you much. Being attached doesn't teach you much. And her kit is very complicated. So I feel like this is almost the antithesis of what a new player-friendly champion is. Oh yeah, that's the other one. I forgot her ultimate also. Aims at the mouse now. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it overshields. Or overheals, or whatever you want to call it. Overshields? Okay, so how do I see how many stacks the best friend has? Okay, so you can see who your best friend is here. You have the marker for your best friend. Oh wait, no, that's who you were last attached to. Oh, no, it's because it's from getting last hits and stuff. So that probably just marks whoever your best friend is at the time. So if you use this... The slow is always enhanced. Is the damage always enhanced? No. Okay, so you still... You control the missile. Okay, it's just the slow that gets enhanced if you don't max range it. So fighting in her face is still ideal, which is good. So there is like a delay on the turning that feels similar to, it is a little bit faster than Vel'Koz's ult. Yeah, it's a little bit faster than Vel'Koz's ult, but not much. So her ultimate is healing for about 1,000 total on my best friend right now. You can see from the overshield. Which is a, but you have to obviously hit all the shots. And then on a non-best friend, it's 2/3 of that, roughly. Okay, it does seem to have pretty low damage, which is good. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot in total in the long run, but if you get hit by 1 or 2 waves, you're not going to get chunked by it. One thing to note is the resistances that you get while channeling are fucking massive. With just like a, obviously it's late game, but with a very normal build, it gives you 88 of each resistance, which is almost doubling effective HP if somebody has 0 resists. Her E shield and her R shield stack, so you don't need to worry about those clipping each other. Can you E while you're ulting? No. Okay, you can't. Oh, you can detach while you're ulting still. Okay, okay, so that's the same. Okay. I have to play against it, but so basically the key takeaways here are to respect the fact that she offers a lot of healing to her ally. And the on-hit damage. Healing on hit. Damage on hit. I really think Ardent Sensor is her core thing. Okay, cool. Oh, right. I'm in this game anyway. I may as well just do it on Yumi. This frickin'... Why can't I place a target dummy? Hello? Thank you. Okay, that's in the bush. Good. Good, good. Wonder if it's easier with smaller champions. What about the top of this leaf? No. There's like a little claw shape there. No, you can't reach. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know of a consistent way to do this. Like, obviously, if I line up and really take my time, I can do it every time, but I don't want to have to take that long in a game. See there. Okay. Okay, cool. I will be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. Just walk around a little bit, play some games. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. It's like just a, I don't know, not a mantra, a ritual. I hate the word ritual. I don't know. Ritual. I punched my mic. Ritual is probably the correct word. I just don't like it because various work environments have triggered me with that word. But anyway, I'm trying to develop like let's go with routine. How about that? Routine. Trying to develop a consistent pregame routine of like before I start playing for the day. I want to do my physiotherapy exercises and stuff like that. Get a glass of water. Lay down on my back for like 5 minutes and deep breathe just to kind of reset for the day. Then I get into I'm cute as mid. That was almost catastrophic. I was cute as mid. But yeah, do that, and then I want to write down my like pre-game routine just so I can see it written out and evaluate if I'm missing anything, and then once I'm happy with it, I can just remember that routine and just do that every time. Like things like, what's our team's strategy? Like, what's our team's win condition? Like, do we want to death ball? Do we want to look for picks? Do we want to, like, all that kind of stuff? Can we do early objectives, like 5-minute dragon? What's our bot lane strategy? Do they have early gank threat? How do I handle the second wave? Like, should I be pushing it hard or just kind of slow pushing for level 2? Depending on if they're ganking or not. Where I should ward if I can or can't contest bot lane mid bush. Remind myself to ban Gangplank every game.
I'll come back stronger.
Udyr is more of a problem to me personally as Rakan, just because he can Prowler's Clot stun me, which he should not be doing. He should be focusing allies, but I do find a lot of the time, I don't know if it's a this elo thing or whatnot, but people tend to prioritize getting a kill rather than winning the game. So with the sweeper nerfs, I'm gonna try switching up my runes a little bit. Previously I was running Glacial, Perfect Timing, Futures Market, Cosmic Insight. I'm keeping that the same. Secondary runes, I was running Zombie Ward, Ultimate Hunter. I am going to try Zombie Ward and Genius Hunter because you actually start with 20 item haste, which is quite a lot. And then in order to compensate for the fact that I'm not taking Ultimate Hunter, which gives me 6 ability haste on my first ult, instead of running 2 Adaptive Force, I'm now going to run 1 Adaptive Force and ability haste. Just to compensate a little bit for the fact that I'm not taking Ultimate Hunter, which obviously that means I lose 9 AP, but I gain 8 ability haste for all of my early game stuffs. My team in Champion Select is telling each other to fuck off and shut up, so that's a good sign. And then the Ingenious Hunters, because it's now instead of 90 seconds, it's 120 seconds sweeper early. And I want to offset that a bit because I use the sweeper like it's like a freaking lifeline for me. So not having it as much early would suck. So I just really want to run it. I also frequently buy stuff like, well, obviously Shirelia's, but also like Crucible and or like Redemption, which... Oh, is someone dodging? Okay, no. We have a Yasuo jungle. We have... No, okay, there we go. Like, overall, I think... So the 9 Adaptive Force is about 8.5 healing... Or, sorry, 8.5 points of shield lost off my passive, and roughly 4 off of my shield, and roughly 4 off of my heal, which could matter, but I'm also gaining 8 ability haste, which is pretty decent. Anyway, so this game, I don't know what their bot lane is. They just picked random fucking shit. It's probably Thresh support, apart from that. Or like what, Kindred bot, maybe? I have to wait till actual, like, the loading screen here. Yeah, okay, it is Kindred bot. Zinzao. Okay, so they do have really good gank threat. I just want to shove in the second wave here, because Zyra Khan can do that pretty reliably. And then we're just gonna basically play a little bit safe, try and look for 2 steps, that stuff.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned. First blood. Slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down. Has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Enemy killing spree. turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Triple kill. Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain. Aced. Victory!
Okay, that was a game overall. Oh my god, I have to go to the washroom though. Date. What's the date? It's the 8th? 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 Yeah, 8th. 2023. 308. End rank silver 1. Focus areas. Okay, so the goal here, things I'm focusing on, picking allies off of bad plays, like, and or warning them about stuff. Obviously there's gonna always be room for improvement, but I'm just trying to build up my confidence there because I'm always worried to ping a back and then have them, but I'm getting better at it. I'm doing it more, which is good. Avoiding compensation plays. So I was actively evaluating. I think there were 2 moments in that game that I would consider compensation plays because they were bad, but I took them anyway because I figured the outcome of me not taking the compensation play was actually worse in that case. So like there was one time in the jungle, and their topside jungle, and then another time near, oh hi kitty, Sparky has come to say hello. Hi Sparky, he's a good buddy. He's a good buddy. Hello. Oh, is it sleepy time? Is it sleepy time, kitty? I think it's sleepy time. Anyway, there was one time topside jungle, like their red buff. That was a bad play. And me going in was kind of compensation in the sense of like I didn't actually think we were gonna win it, but I figured we could at least kill a few of them. Like I honestly thought it was like we would get aced, but we would kill like 3 or 4 of them. And if I didn't go in, I had the impression that we would, like, 4 of my team members would die, and we'd only kill 1 of them. So it was a case of, like, even though it was technically a compensation play, I think it was the right thing to do, because if I hadn't done it, we would have been screwed. And then another time was near Dragon when the Xayah just walked up to the, like, on the right side of the wall, like near where the blast cone spawns for red team. When the Xayah just randomly walked up there with no vision for no reason and got, I think, thresh hooked. She got engaged on by somebody. Their entire team dogpiled. Compensating a little bit there. It was another case of I figured Xayah was going to die, and the problem was they had all stacked on top of each other. So it was like the perfect engage timing. And even though obviously going in to try and save the Xayah was a bad play, I sort of figured it was a good enough engage that even if the Xayah dies, we can at a bare minimum effectively like double ace or kill like 4 out of 4 on like each side, or 4 out of 5 for each team. So it would stall Dragon enough for us to like reset and have another chance effectively. So I think it was the right play. Other option would have been to back ping sooner. So, but basically, compensation plays that game. I feel like the only ones I made were ones that I actively considered the pros cons. So I'm happy with that. Game plan for second wave and second clear gank timings. Yep. I wanted to shove the second wave. Tried to do that. I didn't fully understand. That's fine. I figured we just shove second wave, wait for it to bounce, but she kind of like went up to start poking and harassing them instead of just clearing the wave. I don't want to engage. I know Zyrakon's very strong at level 2, even level 1, but I don't want to engage into a Thresh. The freaking champion's name, Shinzo. Just as the second wave dies, because we could easily get ganked there, and I feel like Thresh and Shinzo together have an absurd amount of CC. And I do know Kindred's early game damage is pretty bursty. Like, she doesn't do that much sustained at level 1, 2, 3, but she can kind of chunk you suddenly. So I just wanted to push the wave and let it bounce back. And then fourth wave was a case of I'm just trying to get my recall timing then anyway, so even if there was a gank timing, it doesn't really matter. I could have communicated the potential second wave gank warning to our top laner, though, because I think he died to it, or the third, I can't remember exactly when, but he died to a really early gank that I knew was possible. Focus on completing the support quest. I'm not that good at it, but I am working on it. I'm trying my best to find, like, I put a point in my queue at level 2 there, because I figured I wasn't going to go in. So I was just going to try and poke them for some spell thief stuff. And be more patient with W and ulting as Rakan. I've now had 3 fights, not this game, but yesterday and the day before. There was a Lucian in River and like in out front of Dragon, and then there was the Dragon or the Baron fight yesterday, and then a fight mid lane against Brand where I wasn't patient with my W, and those have scarred me for life, so I'm hopefully just gonna remember to do that. Post game thoughts, a few things. Need to figure out a way to more clearly communicate that I want to crash the second wave. Push ping doesn't seem to work. People tend to all in off of a push ping. Other stuff. Yasuo was backpinging me mid lane at one point. I just want to review and see if I should have been somewhere else. I felt like I wasn't in the wrong place and he was just tilted. So was being mid after 8 mins until Rift was possible. Correct. And there was another moment where we kind of A-rammed mid for a while, and I want to know, basically, I was waiting for an opportunity to find, like, I was trying to process, like, okay, how can we get out of this all 5 people are mid situation so we can get back to farming and whatnot? Because it's a delicate situation where if you tell people to like leave mid to go back farming, a lot of the time those people will go farm and then your team will just engage or get caught and not respect the fact that it's now 5v3 mid. Which kind of happened in that game. I need to figure out like, how do I get out of the accidental ARAM situation gracefully. Cool. So let's look at these games. Download. Or this game. Oh, how's my vision score that game, by the way? 138 at 35 or 36 minutes. Sorry. Wait, what is that? Calculator. 138 divided by 36. Wait, no, it was 26. I was like, there's no way. 138 divided by 36. That's almost 4 minutes. That's what I thought. Yeah, my vision score right now is being a little bit nutty. I also don't know if I should ever just sit there and hit the Rift Herald. Like, is it worth me hitting Rift Herald? Because I know that hitting it lowers the eyeball open time by, like, I can't remember the exact number. It, like, opens once every 10, 15 seconds, and hitting it, like, hitting anywhere on the Rift Herald with a basic attack reduces it by, like, 1, 2, or 3 seconds, somewhere in that ballpark, to a minimum of, like, 3 seconds. So I don't know if it's actually worth me hitting it. Probably is, if we want to get it quick, just because one person hitting it probably can't hit it enough to maximize that 3-second window. Anyway. Let's watch the replay. Match history. What? This replay has expired? Oh, there's a micro patch that made it expire. Okay, I can't watch the replay. At least I have the VOD. Okay, I'll review it later off stream. I'm just gonna quickly exit the client and relaunch it and see if that fixes it. The kitty is asleep. I'm gonna give him a blanket. You want a blanket, kitty? You want a blanket? There you go. You have a warm blanket. There you go. There's a warm. I know you like the warm, kitty. You can have a warm. There you go. He's so cute in his little blanket. Okay, if I am relaunching League, if it won't let me watch the replay, I'll just review it later today through the VOD. Oh, you bud. He's a good kitty. He likes the lovin's. Everyone should get themselves a cat. They're such good buddies. Match history. Oh, maybe. Download. Download. Okay, so things I want to evaluate here. We're picking allies off of bad plays. I have that in my mind already. I know there were a few times top lane. The important thing is that I'm thinking about it. I'll get better at it as long as I'm thinking about it actively. Avoiding compensation plays. So the one top lane, or top lane jungle, was it here? No. Okay, we're just gonna skim through this super fast to find it. Okay, this one was not a compensation. This was a case of I figured if I got the knock up on a colleague that we'd win the fight. But yeah, that was suicidal of her. Wait, did I get the shutdown? No, okay, yeah, so got it. That was good. That was good. And then he just breathes. Okay, so where was this? I just the one there was a thing that happened topside. That was stupid. I pinged them back a bunch. Nothing else I could have done there. I just tried to like look for picks, set it for dragon. Okay, it's much later than this. Then is it here? Oh, maybe it was earlier than that. Never mind. This is one of them. Pause. I want our team. Fungal War. Yeah, so right here we're doing dragon. All I want to do is take dragon. I think Xayah sees some, might be Yorick, I can't remember, but I think Xayah just comes over here for some reason and starts, and yeah, whatever. I went in, I assumed Xayah was gonna die. I went in because I figured that even if she dies, the Yasuo is strong enough and the Olaf is strong enough that we can hopefully clean up enough that we don't lose a lot off of the play, because the enemy had a really poor engage where they all stacked like for a perfect engage for me, right? Okay, yeah, so she's tunneled on the Yorick. She gets boxed in. They blast cone over, I guess. No, they just let dash over. I'm really surprised she lived there, honestly. But So I peeled back. The only reason I peeled back here instead of sticking with the Yasuo is because I saw that the Xayah actually lived. I wasn't planning on her living initially, but when she did live, I was like, okay, they don't have a thready person up here. I can keep the Xayah alive and just peel for her and win through that. I'm just checking the play to make sure it's something I would do again. Like, was it the right play kind of thing? I could have reacted a bit faster there, but like that'll just come with time. Okay. Yeah, and here I'm just looking for exactly get onto the. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with how I played this. I would do this the same. Unless I waste. No, okay, no, we're good. We're good, we're good. And then the Akali. Oh yeah, that was pretty fancy. Let's just watch that again. I only knew where she was because I hit her with the glacial, and glacial like triangulates the position for you, which is great. Kill her with the Q. How much damage is my Q doing right now? 158. Without magic resist, obviously. So yeah, here we push. Yeah, I pinged that I want to push. I was gonna go back, but she just lets the. That's fine. I would rather push here. Okay, where was that fight topside? Was it after that? I thought it was before that. Oh no, it was on their respawn. Right, this was the other. Okay, I had it backwards in my mind. This was the other play that. Oh fuck. Okay. This one, I knew we could catch the Shin because he was way ahead of his team, right? So I just gave. I saw that the reason I W'd is because I saw this portal going off. But then here, so I want to do this, back off, right? I ping it, back off. So I'm happy, I communicated it. I start backing. I ping all of my everything to show it's down. I think I pinged some more. Yeah, I just want to back off. But then I notice the team's not backing off, so I just try and peel for the Xayah. Because I don't have anything here, right? Like, there's nothing I can do. This was super scuffed. But, so that was the compensation play I made. Just that little bit at the end. And so right here when I went in, I was just peeling back for the Xayah originally, right? And then when the Akali goes in, I W her. And this is okay. I feel like she's gonna kill the team if I don't W, right? So here's kind of where it's like. So he's ulted by that thing. Okay, and then I dash back out to Xayah. I didn't get my Q off on her before dashing out though, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. So the Kindred. So I have one more dash available, one more E. Ideally here, I think. At this point, we're kind of committed to this fight. We're not getting out. So I think what I should do, I don't actually remember if I did this, by the way. What I should do is, because my W is coming up, I should E forward to brain just turned off, this champion, the Olaf, and then just W in here, because that's a 3-man knock-up, right? And Xayah, if she just stays back and then autos off that, they're all dead, so I'm not too worried. So I don't know if that's what I do. No, I E the Xayah a second time, so I'm not in position for that good W. Then Xayah ults and gets a really nice ult. Almost killed their entire team. So yeah, I think the only thing I would do different there next time is just make sure I E forward instead of, because Xayah was already safe in the back. I didn't need to E to her again. Okay. So that's just like being a little bit more aware of positioning. Like, basically, don't waste my E, my recast of the E. When not, like, use it for positioning if the person's not immediately in danger. Okay, cool. So, is there a way to go back to the beginning, or do I have to click and hope? So let's look for, like, the first 8 minutes of the game. Spawn in. So I figure I can't contest the bush against a Thresh because he can just, like, flame me or hook me. And Kindred I know is pretty bursty. I'm not worried about this guy killing me, so I just go get a ward. I was kind of worried Olaf. Like, when Olaf ran in and started hitting him, like right here, I'm fine with that because he already used his stuff on me. And on top of that, it's like he's saying, like, back the fuck up, which is fine. Unless their entire fucking team is, like, camping here or something, which would be really weird. But I was worried he was going to run in and die, so I can't remember if I back pinged him, but yeah, no, I was literally, like, about to back ping him, but then he turned around. He was just creating space. That's fine. Right here, I was a little bit worried about getting cheesed, honestly. I probably should have pinged to go around this way. That's a small thing. I thought about it in game. Like, I was like, should I ping to go around here? And then I saw Xayah leave, so I was like, whatever. Taking some free damage. It's fun that way. Gives them a chance. So right here, I need to clarify. Like, I guess, like, right now, what I need to start doing is, like, maybe ping push, like, now. I think I waited a little bit for it. Oh, no, I pushed right away. Okay. I did push. Or ping push. All I want to do is kill this wave fast enough, because, like, I mean, Xayah is pretty good wave clear together. All I want to do is push this wave fast enough that we can then make sure it crashes and back off before Xin Zhao can gank. Because I don't know right now if he's like, I know he's starting here, but I don't know if he's like 3 camp bot this and then going top side. Like, I don't know. So what I really should do is, so we need to push this. I need to communicate that better. That push, for whatever reason, Xayah goes and fights them, so we can't get it in time. But something I should do after the second wave is also ping for topside to be careful, because jungler could theoretically go blue, red, or probably not that, but blue, chickens, red, and gank or something, right? So never hurts. Against a ganking jungler, I won't just ping it every single game. But yeah, I ping that I just want to clear the wave. I start basic attacking the wave. I probably could have W'd the wave, but yeah, like right here. So all I want to do here, I do not want to try and fight them. Like, I know I'm level 2. I know we're strong at level 2. But again, the like 245-ish, 230-ish, whatever gank timing, like the level 3 gank, I'm worried about him coming in. Even if we kill one of them, I don't want him to get like a free double kill cleanup. That'd be so fucking stupid. So all I want to do is push the wave. Because even if we have kill threat, it's not worth it in this game. Too risky, if you ask me. But like, hypothetically, if we go in here and so if I were to change this, is he on? Okay, he had gone to red. So he was. Oh yeah, he did show up. But he's 3 camp ganking top lane, right? He could easily be 3 camp ganking bot lane. And he would be here sooner because he didn't have all this extra distance to walk. I don't actually know how much health this has. So he's done 400 damage to that. Was it F? Yeah. So this thing would be at 3/4 health, except he would have been hitting it earlier. So realistically, it'd probably be around half health, which means he can finish this in like 10 seconds and then be down here to gank in like 20 to 25 seconds. So like 240, 245. So maybe I could have gone in here just knowing that it's early enough. The only issue with that, if I go in here, is we're then slow pushing into their side for that gank timing. Map looks so weird with no fog. Because now the problem here is because we decided to try and fight them, I walked up just to convince them to at least crash that. This isn't enough for them to hold a freeze unless Zaya keeps hitting the thing. Oh, he been missing the moment I walked into the fog. Holy shit. Okay. That's OP. Okay, I need to do that more. More pushed up here. Just go stand in the fog up there. Okay, I was unaware that this was warded. I should have noticed. I think I have my sweeper right now. Can I check? Yeah, I do. I just didn't notice them put a ward down. I should have paid more attention to that. So right here, Zaya just dies. This is a miscommunication. I needed to... Basically, what I was trying to do here is let it rebound so we could freeze it down here. Right? All I wanted to do was rebound the wave because it is pushing, slow pushing towards us now, so we can just back off. Literally sit here, chill. Thresh can't do anything. Catch the wave. But I think Zaya wanted to either push or fight. So I needed to just be more clear about what my intentions were. So we'll see. I think I ping to hold back here. I wish you could see the pings on the map, or on the game, but you can see them on the map. Yeah, so I try to tell Zaya that I want to hold back here by pinging that, right? And I'm using body language. I'm walking this way, and I ping hold here. Specifically because I'm trying to communicate to the Zaya that I just want to let this wave that's stacking push into us, and then we can trim it here because we can trim waves real fast with this duo. And freeze it. But she's wanting to fight, so she just walks up to attack and then die. This is a compensation play, but I knew I could probably get out. I had to burn flash for it, though. I probably just should have let her die. And then just frozen the wave. That's because I wasted flash. It's not that big of a deal because the Kindred also flashed. I think one reason I flashed actually was because I was trying to give Zaya the heal, if I remember correctly. Like I had a heal on me and I was trying to flash to give her a heal. Yeah, that's what, okay, that's why I flashed. I flashed to try and get the heal proc on her. It wasn't just to run away. Okay. I probably still should have just let her die, but the flash there doesn't really bother me because I might have been able to save her if that was the case, but who knows. I'll have to... And then Kindred just... But yeah, all I wanted to do was hold it there. I communicated it, and then when she didn't want to, I should have just backed off and let her die. Not because watching your teammates feed is good, but because I can't make a difference there. The only thing I'm going to do is use my summoners or get chunked. I don't know why I threw that Q. That's pretty troll. Right here, do they see me pathing this way? Wait, chunk. Oh yeah, because the freaking Bush Vision lingers for so long. I'm just trying to get Spell Thieves there because I knew he saw me. I guess, yeah. And then here I'm just trying to get the things low enough so she can last hit them. Good. And then I want to push this out. I might ping push. Hopefully I ping push. Okay, no, but that's pretty fucking obvious that I want to push. That counts as communicating, if you ask me. Okay. Oh, it's like, why can't I see me? Here I'm running back out. I was evaluating running back out here if we could contest dragon early game, like the one before Rift Herald, because we had a Nunu. Nunu's good at objectives. But I was a little bit concerned about just the like insta-kill potential that their team has. Like if we're on an objective and they wander by, even if they're not trying to stop us from doing dragon, I'm worried that in the pit, Nunu's kind of stuck there, and things like Shinzao or Kali, like that, just you're dead from full health instantly. Pretty much all points in the game, especially because Kali's going to be 6 soon. So I was like, okay, can we do dragon here? Maybe. Is it worth the risk? I don't believe so. What I would rather do is just be safe, scale up, get first Rift Herald in this case. Especially because I'm playing Rakan. Rakan wants to get to like a few levels, so I've pretty much decided, like, evaluate if it's worth it. And if I decide that at this point in the game it's not worth it, I don't even consider dragon again at all until after first Rift Herald. Right here I was just trying to get into mid bush just to sit there because I knew the Akali was going to hit 6 soon. I'm not sure on the exact timing for level 6 mid. I need to pay attention to that, but I knew she'd be 6 soon, and Akali's like to all in like the frame that they hit level 6. So I was just going to chill here, wait for her to all in and then go in. But sadly Shinzao's here, and it sees me. It's okay. I get fancy wood. The Nunu's mad at me because he wants to fight, and I don't want to fight. Yeah, like right here, the Nunu goes in. I just want to chill. He wants to fight. I just give him a heal. I get spanked. And then my team is spam pinging me, even though I'm like, I can just leave. I don't think people like consider champion abilities. Like, my team starts pinging me in the bush here, basically being like, you're gonna die, leave. I'm like, I can just peace out. I have this guy as an out and just don't be over the wall. Here, I'm just trying to bait the fight. I almost missed that W. Okay, this one's just like a get better at the game thing. If I had missed that W, that would have been fucking awful. Like, really bad. I was pretty sure I had missed it here. I got very lucky. She doesn't die. We get a gank, and then she runs up and kills herself. And then I was gonna hit again there. Yeah. So I could have done more to kill her instantly over here, but I figured it was a free kill with the Nunu coming in, so just let Nunu collect it. But then Xayah ran up and died, so then I'm like, I should have killed it, but no. I think that was the correct play. Right here I'm just wanting to soak some XP out of vision. And I think I decide to catch the wave for Xayah, and then I go back. Because it's a big wave. It's not worth wasting that much. Or no, I think I don't go back, because I realize, like, I'm still healthy enough. And then my normal back timing that I want to get, I was going to go back, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I want to go back after the next wave. Like, the next wave is a cannon wave. See? So I want to go back after that wave. Which is why I cancel the recall. Because I want to make sure I can go back and be ready for Rift Herald. He missed that flay. I would have died if he hit that. So what should I have done different here? Okay, so we're at, this is a lapse on judgment. We're at just after 7 minutes, which means jungle, second round of jungle buffs. The first one, which we knew was Shinzao's bot side, so blue buff, spawns around 645, 650 ballpark. That means he's probably done it sometime around 7 to 7:15. Shin's probably on the faster side of that just because he's a high like single target damage dealer. So that means realistically Shin could be ganking bot in the next 10 to 15 seconds. Like he could be basically finishing up the buff very soon and then in the next like 15 seconds coming in bot lane. That's like a super standard gank timing. So there is, especially because I know that he's on this side, so there's like no reason for me to be out of position to get caught from that. None, because it's really fucking stupid. Like right here, I'm very happy he missed that flay because I would have died, but I could have just backed up. It's amazing how small of a difference that is. If I had just like walked back instantly, it would have been fine. Is the wave pushing into us right now? Yeah, it is. So I could say like, hey, stop hitting. Okay. So to make sure this doesn't happen again, I got lucky because the fresh is bad. But to make sure this doesn't happen again, I really need to keep in mind that second buff timing. Especially against a crazy ganking jungler like Shinzao, who just wants to do nothing but mash their face into you. I'm picking a bunch of be carefuls here, because I don't have much. I W'd out because one more basic attack would have killed me. But yeah. That's fine. I gave a little bit of assist, what I could reasonably, and then I got it. So it's fine. And then here I head up towards Rift Herald, I believe. Yeah. But Nunu full clears as a jungle. Which is okay. I understand the need for the jungler to do that. What I really wish is that the jungler would say, okay, my next round of buffs, so realistically, your buff is 650, you take that, you do a full clear. I don't actually know what the second buff timing is, probably about a minute after that, maybe a minute, like, ish, so it's probably like 750, that they're in topside, so they're done around 8:30 normally, if they're on pace. So maybe just trying to do Rift Herald at 8 minutes is too early. Like maybe I just need to add a minute to my plan. Like add a cannon wave basically. Instead of trying to cannon wave. The thing I'm worried about is if I add a cannon wave, that means instead of going back at like 7, basically I'm in base at 7:30 roughly. I would be in base at 9 minutes, which means I can get to Rift Herald around roughly 9.5. Which gives a window for 1.5 minutes for the enemy to do that. I wonder what the average first Rift Herald timing is. Can I find that on Elgoog? Google. Average first Rift Herald time. No, not when does it spawn. I like Rift Herald because it unlocks either your bot or mid lane. Like first, in my mind, Dragon for first Rift. It's like Rift is way better. But I could be wrong on it though. Part of the reason I really like Rift as Rakan, if you open up mid lane, it allows you to start using your mobility to like pick people off randomly and just sort of snowball the game. I'm just wondering when people normally take the first one is the thing. Average time Herald killed. Okay. Maybe I can add a minute and a half to the Herald timing. It's hard to know. I could give it a shot at some point. It would also mean I could more reliably get my spell thieves stacked. Probably just need to read the state of the game better, honestly. What I should do is say, realistically, if my jungler's 2 buff camps, most importantly, are not taken efficiently, so they're like not taken at 650 and then after that, okay, sorry, if they are on time with their camps, then I can plan for the 7-minute recall, or sorry, 7.5 recall, like after the 7th minute cannon wave, and go get, oh my god, my cat is so adorable, he's so cute. So if they're on track, then I can plan the recall timing for after the 7th minute cannon wave. If they're not, and they're behind pace like this Nunu is, and is just doing this now, I can't realistically contest until 9 minutes anyway. So I may as well wait instead of the 7-minute cannon wave, the 8:30 cannon wave. So this one that just comes in right now. And then when I recall, which would be closer to like 8:45 to 9 minutes, start heading out of base with the plan of doing Rift Herald. If we spot the enemy team going for Rift, we say, well, shit, and get Dragon. Ideally, we focus Rift, though. I think that might be the plan. Okay, so some notes from the review. Be more aware of respawn buff gank timer. Buff spawns at 650-ish. Gank timer around 7:15-ish. Only call after 7th min wave for Rift if jungler is on pace with spawns or with farm. If they are behind on farm, i.e. both buffs still up after 7th minute wave, then wait for 8:30 wave to recall. Cool. And the only other thing here really that I wanted to look at was, okay, Shinzao's pinging hold the area on mid. That's just because he's pushing. When did I actually go back in the end here? Hold up. So it's a bit late, but I would be recalling in about 40 seconds from now if I had followed my previous advice. So add 40 seconds onto this, basically. Whenever I get to here... Okay, so I would have been here at 9:20 if I had done the strategy that I just came up with. So what is going on at 9:20? Okay, I wouldn't have spotted that guy. I'm getting pinged by... I thought I got flame pinged by Yasuo. Okay, so I would have been... Okay, after all this, I would have been here right now. I didn't do anything in that time apart from... Oh, we already had vision. Only thing I did was spot out the Shinzao and stop Yasuo from dying, which is not going to happen in every game. It's not consistent, not worth doing. And now Nunu's jungle is down, so now is when we could be doing Rift Herald. But I think this is when the ARAM starts. Right? Yeah, this looks like when the ARAM starts. I'm just pinging to try and do Rift Herald. But Nunu just wants blood, as most people do. So I accept that not... Olaf is doing Rift Herald, thank God. If we didn't have this Olaf this game, we would 100% have lost the game. This guy was a super dude Chad bro. Like, he listened to like every fucking ping that I made. Like literally every single ping, Olaf was like thumbs up, and he went and did it. And I was like, dude, you cool. You cool. That's fine. I'm fine with trading First Dragon for Rift. This Yasuo is really mad though, as per usual for Yasuo players. I'm just heading back bot here because there's not much for me to do on the map currently. All the objectives are down. We're waiting for Olaf to reset so we can do Rift Herald. I want to reset on this wave. Like the one coming in, I believe, is what I try to reset on. Because I want to set up for Rift. Yeah, like I think here... Oh no, Nunu's beeping. I think I wanted to reset here. Thankfully Kindred doesn't know that you can click Thresh Lantern. That W was not a miss, by the way. That W was... I was trying to interrupt the Thresh Lantern pull, but Kindred doesn't know that you can pull it. This here. That looks like a miss. That was not a miss. That was... If Kindred had tried to pull it, it hopefully, not 100% guarantee, but it hopefully would have interrupted it. But she doesn't know you can click the Thresh Lantern, so... And then she flashes at the last second right when it expires. And then panic ults, and I think they'll die. I leveled up my ult here just to... and used it just to proc the Glacial and whatnot so they couldn't chase. I don't have my R. I think I pinged to start pushing mid here, which is wrong because I don't have my ultimate. I should have just stayed chilled somewhere, did some stuff, wait for my ult. Actually, question. How many... You can't see how many Ultimate Hunter... Or, not Ultimate, Ingenious Hunter stacks they have. So yeah, with Ingenious Hunter, you have the same cooldown trinket at the start of the game as before, so I think I'm gonna stick with it. Yeah, I shouldn't have been here. This causes an ARAM. I don't have my ultimate to pick people off as they're rotating. Because I use the ult there, this is a bad play. I should have waited for my next ult, which is almost up, granted. I should have pinged for Zaya to push pretty hard. Do I have words yet? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I have words. So being here isn't the end of the world, actually. I can just... Basically, I don't want to show mid right now. Being here's fine. I'm not needed bot. What I should be doing, though, is sweeping in here and just seeing if I can get, like, shallow wards, because we're planning on taking this. So I could get a shallow ward in here. Pushing up here is kind of risky, but just get a shallow ward there. Even just throw it over the wall for this. I don't remember if that's what I do, but that's what I should be doing. Okay, I am pinging my ult cooldown at least, but I need to ping it back more thoroughly. But like, if I had my ult, holy fuck, that fight right there would have been like... That would have been GG. Like, that actually would have ended the game if I had my ult there. Oh my god. Like, right here. Because, like, look at these levels. 8, 7, 6, 10 on the Yasuo. If I had my ult here, oh god. Would Ultimate Hunter have made a difference? Did I screw myself with without Ultimate Hunter? 100 seconds? This is why I wish I knew how many stacks I had. Can I see what the cooldown is on this? No. Okay. I don't think my ultimate would be up here, because that's still 30 seconds. I don't think Ultimate Hunter at this point in the game knocks 30 seconds off the ult. If it did, not having Ultimate Hunter cost this fight. Which makes me wonder if I needed to use my ult down here, or if I should be a bit more sparing with it in the early game. So what should I have done here? Like, why didn't I have my ult? So all this stupid shit happens. Okay. When she flashes ults right here, I just need to be pinging to back off. Honestly, like, this is scary. I need to realize that I don't have my ult. Xin Zhao's coming. More importantly, though, even if I don't recognize that, I think the Zaya's already out of the fight. Do I have anything up? No. So I level it up and use it here. Is there any way that I could have not needed this? If I don't ult here, I'm like 60% sure that I die. It's because my W is still a long cooldown. Yeah, I needed to ult to get out there if I wanted to live. So using the ult there was correct. So the answer, or the question then is, could I have recognized that it was just a bad situation? Like a bad fight to be in. So I'm kind of chunked out. I don't have my ultimate right now. Nunu really wants to gank. Thresh doesn't have his ult either. I can see where this is like, this looks good. Like, I don't blame the Nunu for going for this. So I probably couldn't realistically find a confident way to call that off. Unless I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'm like, because I'm so close to my ult, that's something. I could have pinged. I think I was actually pinging my ult timer. You just can't see it in here. I was pinging how close I was in XP in the game. Okay. Right here. Okay. So this would actually, I think, be my moment to realize we don't want to fight. What are these little dots on top of her health bar? I just realized. Oh, it's because he's in the thing. Got it. Never mind. There. Okay, we're at a big health advantage. They're at a disadvantage, but we're in Kindred alt, and Kindred alt always favors the lower health people, because obviously you can't hurt them as much. So I think right here, what I should do... What do I have up? Just my E? So what I should do is realize, like, I've known the entire game that this burst damage is really high. I shouldn't try and save the Nunu. He's in the Kindred ult. He can't be insta-killed before Kindred could die. So there's no point me, like, dashing to him. I'm not really stopping anything. And then I can't get out because it's too much CC. I don't want to be putting myself in melee range of the Xin Zhao here. So I think what it comes down to is once the Kindred ult dropped, I needed to really quickly evaluate if I'm comfortable living after going in. So I'm staying back here, which is good. But then I dash in here, and I have my W available. Kindred is out of mana. Yeah, okay, dashing back there was a mistake. Okay, that's the mistake. There we go, got it. I was trying to find the really big mistake in this fight that cost me my ultimate. Found it. Okay, that dash is it. So, at this point, Kindred is either going to die or she's not going to die. To Xayah. Xayah's in range to hit. It's like 1 or 2 basic attacks. Probably 1, honestly. Maybe 2. What I just needed to do, like this, dashing to Nunu there's fine. Like completely fine. But, because I'm like not at threat right now. This person is at threat. What I needed to do was, instead of trying to like snipe the Kindred with a W, because that's putting 2 scary things between me, and that's dumb. I should have just W'd here. It's up right now? Oh, it's up now. Yeah, like I literally just should have W'd here, like right now. Just W here. That's the misplay. So how can I phrase this? It's like I need to use my W. Basically, unless finishing something off is like ending the fight, or like they're a turbo hyper-fed member or something, what I need to do is, during a team fight, my W's primary use is to peel people. So like basically, if there are enemies between me and my carry, I should be Wing those enemies, not away from my carry. Use W in fights. I was gonna say skirmishes. To peel or towards allies when there are enemies between us, rather than trying to clean up kills. Because that would have saved my ultimate. If I did that, knock them up, I would have proc Glacial right here, and she would have died. And then we could have ran away from the Glacial without me having to use my ult. And then me having my ultimate Wait, I also could use a second. Oh, yeah, that was the second E cast, right? And then me not having my alt cost me this. And Ultimate Hunter wouldn't have changed it. It was 30-second cooldown still. So like I said, I should have just gone up here, swept, and warded this stuff. But once I noticed this, walking in is fine. I showed a little bit early. I could have waited. Oh wait, no, I think the Kindred saw me, so it didn't matter. But yeah, if I had my ultimate, I pinged that I didn't have it, and I wish the team had listened. But if I had my ult, this shit would have been crazy, right? Like that would have been a really fucking good fight if I had my ultimate. But instead, this happens. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm gonna go to the washroom and get a drink and say hi to the kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, sleepy one. You so sleepy? You so sleepy, kitty? He's so cute. Little buddy. If you pet his tummy, he rolls over onto his back because he likes the tummy rubs. Hello, little buddy. You liking that it's starting to feel like spring outside? You like the window being open. I know that. Okay, I'll be back. I am back with tea and a sniffing kitty. Hello, Sniffs. Hello, Sniffies. Just trying to give you a blanket, kitty. Here you go. Why is it being like this? Here you go. There's a little worm for the kitty. Here you go. There you go. He's so cute. Okay. Stirring tea. I want tea-themed dice, like RPG dice, D&D dice, whatever they're called. Literally, like, dice that have tea leaves inside of them. Okay. So, same thing as usual. Focusing on communication, compensation plays, game plan for the second wave and second clear gank timings. So I am being more patient with W in fights, which is good. I want to keep doing that. Now I want to make sure in skirmishes that I'm using my W to peel or towards allies when there's enemies between. The accidental A-ramp thing that happened was due to other stuff, so it's not like a problem that I actually need to consider. It's like a consequence of other issues. Being made after 8 minutes until Riff is not correct. Discuss that. Hello, little sleepy kitty. Are you sniffing the tea? You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like the tea, kitty. Hi, kitty kitty. He really likes in front of his ears being scratched. You have small paws. Small paws. Ban Gangplank. Ban Gangplank. Okay, looks like we have a Sivir bot. So we're already looking for just playing for scaling. Which I'm good with. Do you guys know if Trundle got buffed? He did at one point, or he was going to. I know he had some changes planned, but I don't remember what they were or if it went live. Sorry. I was really happy with my Zanya usage in that. I baited the Akali really hard. I got her ultimate execute with it. Okay. Is where if I was a mid laner, I would be warding those chickens very actively. I'm just stirring my tea. Okay, so far we're a front to back comp. We have Garen, Sivir, Rakan. I'm fine playing front to back as Rakan. I can peel or follow up engage. Udyr. Okay, they are Annie, Eve, Teemo, Zed, Kaisa. So they just want to look for picks. They want scrappy shit all game. It's a lot of magic damage bot lane. I'm gonna guess it's Annie, Kaisa. it's probably worth running magic resist this game, especially because the Eve. Yeah. Okay, we're way more front to back than they are. We have Sivir, Rakan, Garen, Udyr, Lissandra. Obviously, Udyr and Lissandra aren't like super crazy front to back. Lissandra's good at engaging fights, and then she can sustain herself and whatnot. Udyr mostly wants to look for small skirmishes, but their team is like all assassins, so we want to avoid splitting and just try and deathball things. And I just pretty much this entire game, the only thing I use my ult for, because we have a Lissandra who can engage, I either need to follow up engages on the Zed/Eve, or I need to save my ult to interrupt them. Eve doesn't really gank early game, and he has decent setup. I'm not really worried about, so I can contest mid bush here. We have a Sivir, kind of weak early, that's fine. But we're gonna contest mid bush, just look for relic shield stacks, and just try and scale, because we have a good scaling comp. Sivir scales well.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn." Minions have spawned. has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Has been slain. Has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. been slain.
That game was fun. I feel like I'm starting to put a lot of this stuff to practice. It's going gooder. Here. She stayed chill, I guess. Only 30 LP. No, that's fine. Whoa, they actually show you how many things you gain in the challenges progression now. That's amazing. I killed. Wait. Moving on up. Win games of ranked solo, duo, or ranked flex +5. Oh, it's probably because this is the first time since it. Yeah, okay. Shows the difference. I didn't win 5 games. Okay, so our mid laner liked playing with me, and our bot laner liked playing with me. Yay! I love getting those things. Such a small bit. Cool. Okay, sorry. Let us download the game and have it work. So I wanted to back at one point there and buy the Blessing Crucible, whatever it's called now. I still call it Crucible. I think it's called Blessing. But it's the same as when it was called Crucible, so my brain, and it looks the same too, so my brain can't handle it. So Game went fairly well overall. We ended up just going from Rift or drag straight to Rift because when I pinged for Vision on Rift, they listened and did that, which was nice. Honestly, that first Rift could have made a big difference. I'm glad that they did not get it. I find like second Rift is really good if you got first Rift because it's a snowbally thing, right? You get first Rift, you get ahead, you get second, you get even further ahead. I find second Rift, if you didn't get first Rift, almost never does anything. Because like charging a tower is like a big deal. All the plates are gone. You can't snowball off of it. Okay. My brain is melting from that game because that was a lot of active thinking. Trying to think of like how to just English at all right now. Okay. So post-game thoughts. Let me replay that in my mind. My goal was the goal was to survive and scale because Sivir scales really well. We have a better 5-man, like a 5v5 front to back than they do. It's not quite a front to back team, but it's way better than theirs is. I didn't quite focus enough on making sure I save my ultimate for Zed specifically when he goes in, but that was somewhat of a conscious decision because rather than saving my ult for like reactive defensive plays, I switched my mind because I was like, okay, we're winning. I want to use my ult to just push the tempo more. If one of my teammates die, as long as they're not feeding a 10,000 gold shutdown, and yes, I know it's 1,000. I don't really care that much if Zed kills one person. Is how I was thinking. That's pretty bad, but basically we had 4 people on the team that could kill their team, so if one of them died, I didn't really care. I rather use my ult for tempo. At one point, I didn't know if I could kill the Annie from full health when she face checked that bush. Normally the same thing to do there would have been to just like do a 2-step, like just W her, chunk her, back off, and then re-engage with ult afterwards. But I didn't know if we could kill her from full health, and I wanted to know. So I just used my entire combo to learn. Answer was no, we couldn't kill her from full health, which is fine. I died a bunch this game. I kind of want to review all the deaths and see if they're valid deaths or stupid deaths, because it's a lot of deaths for such a short game. My phone is beeping. I have really tasty tea. Can might ya? Okay. So first things first, I'm just gonna review all the deaths, just because that's easy to just skim through real quick. I'm just looking for me showing up in the death log. I think this one was... Okay, what happened here? Was this when we tried to do the thingy? Yeah, okay, so that's fine. This is my first death, really. Yeah, this was an experiment. I'm fine. Like, this death doesn't bother me because I was learning. It's like I didn't do anything wrong, per se. Okay, never mind. That was fucking stupid. I thought I died during this fight. Never mind, I take it all back. That was fucking troll. I targeted on her because I didn't realize she still had her E available. I wasn't paying attention to it enough. I figured she just would have used it here, but she didn't use it. I should just remember that, like, as I get into better, like, to competent skill levels, people won't just waste their abilities. So she has her E basically as the TLDR. This would have went really in our favor if I'd hit this. I was really sad. I was mashing Zhonya's there because I could have lived if I got the Zhonya's off. But I was stunned from, like, basically full health to dead. Like, so, stunned. Yeah, that's okay. I know what went wrong there. I don't need to dwell on it too much. Just respect that they have mobility. I know that. So then I started feeding. When did I start feeding? I know there was another really fucking stupid death to Kaisa. So right here was... I think I could have played this a bit more aggressively. I wasted my W, like right there, you didn't even see it. The anti-cancel, like frame perfect canceled my W. I should have waited until she stunned me, is the TLDR here. Like, I'm not gonna not be stunned by her, so I, like, just should have waited until she stunned me. Like, instead of trying to W there. I also shouldn't have W'd, I didn't wait for my W enough. I was just thinking I had to get in range. I should not have W'd, I should have just... I don't mind that I used my ult before she stunned me. Like, that's a minor optimization, but using the stun kind of forces her to... Or sorry, using my ult kind of forces her to stun me. It lasts long enough, it's fine. I should have just ran over and charmed her. So right here, I was again trying to finish off the low health person instead of going for the person between us, which is bad. I just talked about this last game. So I need to remember those, burn those images into my mind. It's hard in the moment to remember, but like, basically I just need to evaluate. I'm not going to assassinate this person. Like, I need to think of myself as not an assassin. If I'm by myself, don't go for stuff, is the TLDR. Even if I think I can kill them. Ulting here is fine. I get stunned, which obviously I kind of expected it. But instead of trying to W right before getting stunned, I actually don't even think that would have hit her anyway. She's fast enough, she would have gotten out of range. I could have just waited for the stun to run out right here. Oh, she charms herself! What the fuck? So I have a bajillion move speed now, because she charmed herself. So now, because she's used everything, I don't need to worry about peeling for the Sivir. Now is when I can actually do this, because her shield is gone, and I have a bunch of, like, 550, 600. I have 600 move speed right now. Now I can just run up and catch her. Yeah, if I had just waited for the stun, I could have gone on either of them afterwards. So it's like, if I know I'm going to get CC'd, don't use my W. I'm not even going to take that note, I know that. I just need to keep working on it. Seeing it is enough that I will remember that. Doesn't need to be a specific focus point. Play. Then what do I do here? How do I kill myself? Oh, this is getting ganked. Okay. This one, should I have been able to see him? Yeah, he walked over my ward. Okay. He walked on the ward. This goes back to the thing that I was commenting on before, where I need to be able to look at the minimap during intense moments. And, like, in my mind, the Zed was mid lane. I didn't see him on this ward or here, but, like, I did see him. Like, he walked through the vision. I should have noticed. I wasn't thinking about him, but I should have seen it. So, like, right here, we're not dead yet. Like, we can still back up. I'm just trying to push this in so we can get a nice space timing. But the towers are down. We're out of the early game. This tower's down. Obviously, Zed can kill. Immediately after that play, should have just backed off. So like basically what I need to do there different, because I am working on trying to look at the map during intense moments, but it's really hard to look at the mini-map while you're actively fighting. So really, I could have seen him on this ward here, realistically. Not going to happen. Oh wait, no, could I have not seen him? I thought I could. Ooh, maybe I couldn't see him.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
No, okay, never mind. I saw him go through here. So if I was paying attention, I could have spotted him. I'll get better at that in the future. Realistically, though, during combat, it's very hard to look at the mini-map for other team members on the other side of the map. So I'm not going to act like I could do that. Instead, what I should have done was just after this fight. Like, if Zed shows up now while we're fighting, it's like, whatever, GG, I fucked up. I should have checked beforehand, which I did, and I saw him mid, and that's why I thought we were safe. After the fight, I should have immediately checked the map again. I heard the question mark ping, and I looked at the map really quick at one point, but I didn't see it, because I think I looked after it disappeared. Yeah, I think I looked here for the question mark ping. I didn't see anything, but I didn't actively acknowledge, like, oh yeah, Zed went missing. Because we're not going to get this in time because we just used all of our abilities fighting. We should have just backed. It's like, whatever. Whatever. It's not TLDR. Okay, how do I stupid death here, or is this an okay death? I needed to put that. I was trying to get vision, like just the edge of dragon. If I put this ward like here, literally like a ward width down, it would have seen dragon. So I think I go in here just to try and help this Udyr. Oh yeah, I got a little bit confused. So I went in. Sadly, this W misses both of them. I probably just should have committed to one of them instead of trying to get both. My thinking was I'm going to W here because it cuts off the Teemo's escape, so he'll get hit by it. Or if he doesn't get hit, it's because he elected to run this way and Udyr will kill him. And by doing this, it forces Annie to back up. What I really should have done was just W'd right on top of Teemo and ignored the Annie entirely. And then Udyr ignores the Teemo. But yeah, okay. So I just should have W'd the person that Udyr was focusing on. There's the TLDR there. Udyr running away like a griefer is not my fault. Okay, what do I do here? This is my last death of the game. Oh yeah, Kaisa comes in from behind us here. So could I have seen her? Probably. Again, this is an intense one. It's hard to look at the mini-map. So yeah, I totally could have seen her. It's just, we're fighting. So I'm happy with that fight overall, except for the randomly dying to Kaisa. I pinged back because they were splitting. I was fine with them chasing. I just wanted them to chase the same target. So I pinged back on both of them just to hopefully have one of them realize, oh, a different thing is going on. Yeah, okay. So right here, the only thing I could have done different in my mind is get better at checking the map during moments. So I won't dwell on it too much, but like I can use things like ping sounds and like announcer callouts as triggers to look at the minimap. Like if I hear your turret has been destroyed, I should look at the map. If I hear a ping, I should look at the map, even if it's in the middle of combat. Because if it's in the middle of combat and someone's pinging, it's clearly vitally important. Okay, how do I play the early game?
Welcome to Summer's Rift. Minions have spawned. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
So I started Q just because I didn't want to engage into a stun and die. Because I figured we would lose the thing. So I'm guessing I didn't think we would lose the lane pressure this hard. I knew we would lose early because Sivir's more of a scaling champion, but this was still a much harder lane loss than I thought. The Kaisa versus Sivir matchup. What is her arm doing? Or is that her hair? That's her hair. What is she doing? She's like... that animation. Jesus. I think taking Q here is the right idea at the start, because the poke, I got a lot of... I actually got a lot of sustain off in this lane with it. I couldn't catch the wave here. Just think if there's anything I could do differently. Could I, like, reasonably hit this wave to contest it? Yeah, like right here, Sivir Qs. We're currently, like, technically a couple auto attacks behind, but mostly even in the lane. Kai'Sa's early game wave deletion is pretty strong, but could I have attacked here? If I walk up to basic attack, I definitely get auto Q, auto as I'm like backing up, but I have my Q, so I get some of that health back, and I have my passive. Kai'Sa's too far away to engage with that. Yeah, they're just building a slow push. At this point, it's too late. I can't do anything. I don't know if I could have done anything here. I think next time, if I'm in this matchup, like Sivir versus Kaisa, I'll be aggressive on the wave. Just to see. Because I don't know. Only way to find out if I don't know is to try it next time. They ping to all in. I get a bunch of free healing. Get minion. That minion almost made me waste my heal. The one up here behind the tower. It's just funny. Like it bunches up weirdly. If it goes over here and then it gets stuck there, which is causing the pathing to... Cool. All I'm trying to do is poke with Q for sustain. I don't care if I take some damage as long as I'm not in kill range. I feel like I need to be hitting the wave here to help maintain the freeze. Yeah, I need to be hitting it more. I'm bad at like judging, or not judging, but like I just need to trust my own instinct more, because I knew I needed to be hitting it there more in game. Or okay, knew is the wrong word. I was like 80% confident. They're shoving into us relentlessly, thankfully. Oh yeah, I thought they went back here. I thought they went back here. I know they can't insta-kill me, so I'm not too worried about walking up to just start hitting this wave. Mm-hmm. Lots of yielding. Oh yeah, I didn't expect her to run. It's fine. So right here, I'm thinking, okay, we need to crash this next, like either this wave or the one afterwards. So I'm just looking for an opportunity to be able to W into the wave. I don't want to while Annie's standing right there with her stun available, and I can't hit both of them. So I decide next wave is the one that I'm gonna try and crash so we can get a recall. They didn't punish us hard enough in the early game, so there are some minor mistakes here. Look, I want to be a bit more aggressive next time I see, like at level 1, next time I see this matchup, just to learn, basically. But apart from that, this is playing out as I kind of had anticipated it would. We just got a back timing here, which is really nice. Oh yeah, I even communicated the at the 650, I think it was. I warned about Eve ganking off the second buff, and they died to the Eve ganking off the second buff. Here I'm just gonna go ward, nothing fancy. Blink. Oh, I leaned mid there after revealing this. I think this is fine. The fuck is that spam? Right here, it looked like on the mini map, because I was clearing this, it looked like they were about to go in. I was like, okay, I need to be close just in case. I probably ruined that gank by being here, but I don't care, I'm clearing a ward him. Yeah. Here, I'm just being greedy. I just want the XP, honestly. I could have seen what was going, like, in this case, I could have hovered around mid more, but there was a lot of XP. So I went bot even though they knew I was going bot. I wonder why I'm here. I signaled to be cautious for that gank, and then she dies to the gank. And I'm guessing Eve has blue. Oh, she didn't even do blue. Okay. Or, sorry, red. She didn't even do red. Why don't junglers want their buffs? I wanted to do dragon here. Yeah, so this was a... I asked for a vision there. Cool, cool. Good, good, good. Now, I didn't ask for her to run in an int. I literally just wanted to see this. I don't know who she's pinging for help. She's like, help me, help me, help me. Oh, wait, no, it's Sivir pinging help. Okay, okay. Because I was like, there's no way that's Lysandra. Like, Garen is currently pushed in, and we're here. Nice, though. This goes back to I don't really care if the team dies here. I just want them to not take Rift. Could I have saved her? I'm mostly happy with what I did here. I just want to know if I could have saved her. Okay, so I alt flash W. Do I have everything else? I have my Q and my E up. I could have saved her, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. I probably should just eat her instead of... Yeah, I probably should have eat her, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I didn't have the mana for it. That could have been it. Maybe I tried. Here, I'm just getting mana for Zed. I'm just trying to keep Udyr healthy enough that Zed can't, like, one combo him. Why did he ult there? That had to have been an accident. I'm going here just to push out bot. Get some control. This is where the Annie shenanigans happens. Does this minion see me? That one right there. Does that see me? Minion vision is always a bit longer than I expect it to be, like very slightly. No, okay. I was right on the edge. I was correct. She actually, wait. She got her ult off in between that CC. How much time was she un-CC'd for? Oh, like one fucking frame. Rip. She even W backward and panic flashed. That's okay. Did Zivir throw her Q? Was it on cooldown? It's available. Yeah, no, she does. Yeah, okay, you just can't kill anyone instantly. That's fine. And then I kill myself. We look at the rest. Cool. Cool. So just a few things to take note of, like in review. Don't use W if I know I am definitely about to get stunned. Strunned? Get immobilized. Don't use Rakan W, I should say. Apart from that, I'm gonna add use ping sounds and announcer callouts as triggers to look at the mini map during intense moments. So I'm gonna write for that game. Uh-huh. Um. Mm-hmm. Okay, stopping stream. Back tomorrow for more.